Hi, everybody, and welcome to the chapter on digital citizenship and responsibility. This is a big one and a very important topic in today's digital age, and we have touched on it in various aspects of the course already. We are going to dive into the topic of online behavior and consequences of not practicing good digital citizenship. So, we are going to be talking about topics like anti-racist digital practices. We're going to talk about digital footprint. We are going to talk about anti-racist. I already said that. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, and those sorts of things. So lots to talk about in this chapter. And frankly, anybody who goes online is a digital citizen, right? Anybody who has an identity on the internet is a digital citizen. And with that comes responsibility, because that means you're a part of a larger digital community, and therefore it is really important to exercise things like self-awareness, right? As well as awareness of others that are in your digital community. And, digital citizenship is accompanied by many rights and responsibilities, which are intended to protect you as well as everybody else that you interact with. So, just some food for thought. How would you define digital citizenship in your own words? If you can just pause and take a moment to think about how you would define it yourself. And if you can think of any examples of positive or negative online behavior that maybe you have encountered or seen in our digital world. And, the concept really of digital citizenship has emerged as a really fundamental pillar of responsible online behavior. That's really what we're talking about with digital citizenship is responsible online behavior. And with the rapid advancement of technology, the way we communicate, the way we express ourselves, all of that is important and fundamental to the concept of digital citizenship. And so, according to the DQ Institute, digital citizenship is defined as the ability to articulate proactively and responsibly in the digital environment while using technology fairly and ethically. So, again, this is just referring to responsible and ethical use of technology, right? As well as the digital platforms that help us to engage with our online community. And this encompasses a range of behaviors and actions and attitudes that all really contribute to our digital environment. So, just like good citizenship involves being respectful with others and a contributing member of society, digital citizenship extends these same principles to the online world. So we are really talking about a number of things, a number of factors go into digital responsibility, such as, using appropriate language and behavior when interacting with others. So an example of this might be cyberbullying. But in another respect, maybe it is just a matter of using proper pronouns when you are texting or emailing someone. We are talking about respecting the opinions and the ideas of others, right? Whether we are in a classroom online discussion or we are posting publicly, just respecting others and their opinions and their right to express those opinions online, whether they're right or wrong. This has to do with obeying intellectual property laws, right? This is a big one. Making sure that you are not just grabbing other people's work without giving permission or without referencing. Plagiarism. AI obviously is a really important part of this intellectual property piece now, and even just identifying that if you are using AI, that you make sure that you give credit, if you will, to AI, and not claim it as your own. It's about following rules or codes of conduct, right? That every internet site might have. And it is also about reporting cyberbullying and reporting threats and any other type of inappropriate use of digital resources. So, cyberbullying itself is the use of computers or smartphones or other connected devices to embarrass or hurt, mock, threaten, or be mean to somebody online. That definition comes from Canada.ca Public Safety. And in Canada, in many instances, it can be actually against the law. And Bill C-13 outlines Canada's cyberbullying legislation if you're interested in looking it up. But Ontario has included legal consequences of cyberbullying as well in the Safe Schools Act. So students can be suspended or expelled, but also legal action can sometimes be taken in some instances. And, we know that 3 out of 10 youth have been a victim. So youth is being defined as ages 12 to 17. We know there's higher rates among non-binary youth, 52% in total. Same gendered attracted youth is 33%. Indigenous youth living off of reserves is up to 34%. As well as youth with educational accommodations. 27% of them have been affected by cyberbullying. And when we talk about protective factors, that is, what can be done to buffer against the risk of being cyberbullied? There are 2 main factors, okay? And I want you to know this for your next test, so write this down. Number 1 is if parents know about their youth's online activities, they are less likely to be victims of bullies. And second of all, if they have strong social networks. So youth who have trouble making friends are more likely to be affected by cyberbullying. So the fact that if we have youth that do have, good, strong friendship and peer networks, they are less at risk than those who are not. Another point of note here is that there's a really good site, cyberbullying.org, and I just thought to include this, although it is a little grainy, this picture, but there is a cyberbullying research center in Canada and offers lots of great resources if you are interested in this topic. And as college and university students, we have the power to shape the digital landscape of our academic communities. And so it's really important to embrace those principles of respect and responsibility and inclusivity so that we can foster a safe online environment that will help to enhance everybody's educational journey and, of course, enrich the overall college experiences. And we can do that through the choices that we make online. And so I just want you to think again, just for a moment, about how you can integrate the principles of digital citizenship into your online interactions at school, whether that be with your classmates or your professors. And, how do we create these inclusive online spaces? How do we do that? And that is actually a topic in your Canvas Padlet for this week. Well, we do know that there are some things that we can do online. We can certainly be inclusive in our online communities. We want to foster, right, a safe environment that reflects the values that we hold. And building inclusive communities is one of those things. And so, how do we do it? And that is the topic of your Canvas module for this week. Reporting it. If you see it, report it. If you're a victim, seek assistance, right? The online world is an extension of our campus community, and so the interactions that take place here have real world implications. And our actions online have tangible effects. This is really important, right? Just as we strive to be responsible citizens in our physical world, the same principles apply. And through respectful interactions and making ethical choices, we can really collectively create a safer and more welcoming online